Today's thoughts. Prayer is not your last resort, it's your first weapon. Too many believers treat prayer like a fire extinguisher, something to grab only when life is already burning. But Scripture shows us something far greater. Prayer is not just comfort in crisis. It is a strategic weapon God has placed in our hands. Because of Jesus, there is no barrier between you and the throne room of heaven. You do not need to earn access. You do not need a mediator. Through Christ, you can come boldly before God with every fear, burden, battle, and hope. The problem is not that prayer lacks power. The problem is that many of us forget how powerful it really is. Prayer does more than calm your heart. Prayer aligns your heart with God's will. It strengthens you before the battle. It invites heaven into situations you cannot fix on your own. Scripture reminds us, pray without ceasing. 1 Thessalonians 5:17. Come boldly unto the throne of grace. Hebrews 4:16. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal but mighty through God. 2 Corinthians 10:4. Prayer is powerful because it brings God's peace into anxious places, strengthens you when your own strength runs out, protects your mind, home, and future, breaks spiritual strongholds, gives wisdom before decisions, invites God's timing and intervention. Look at the examples. Daniel prayed persistently, and heaven responded with angelic help. Daniel 10. The church prayed for Peter, and prison doors opened. Acts 12. Elijah prayed, and the weather changed. James 5. Hezekiah prayed, and God defeated an army. 2 Kings 19. Even Jesus Christ showed us that some victories only come through prayer. Mark 9:29. Billy Graham once said, "We have not yet learned that a person can be more powerful on his or her knees than behind the most powerful weapons ever developed." That is the truth many of us need to recover from. Stop waiting until things fall apart to pray. Pray over your marriage before it struggles. Pray over your children before they drift. Pray over your mind before fear settles in. Pray over opportunities before doors open. Takeaway. Prayer is not a passive response to hardship. It is active faith. If you want to experience God's power in every area of your life, make prayer your first move, not your final option.